of world leaders. You can just see a world leader saying, I want to do this, I want to do this to this country, but actually he never said that. And so there are tools that obviously allow you to mask somebody. For example, I can be talking like this, just like I'm here right now, but then I can use an AI tool and place the picture of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he will be doing exactly what I'm doing, and I can mimic the voice. I can do a lot more. So the thing is actually, we need to just go back to the ethics, and then we need to stick to reputable sources of information online, not just random TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram accounts.
I agree with you.
You know, I've seen a lot on our president. His dancing skills are something.
I just saw one yesterday.
Mr. President,
I had a good laugh.
You know, where he's dancing, where he's doing there was this red dress he had.
It was a red, yes, I saw it.
It was just crazy.
But that's why I say that for me, some people use it out, they just want to laugh. Because like everybody says, there's a mental problem.
So when you want to laugh, use yourself.
No. Why would I use myself? Because I already have seen myself.
Not put on
but
your,
you see,
on your head
you see, like now, he said something about ethics. We're getting into the political space. We're getting into,
more of it will happen.
Yes. So you see, and it saddens me when people don't say certain things, and the next thing, and you see Nigerians, if you check what we forward, you will see they will say forwarded so many times. We never try to find out whether a news is true or it's a lie. The bottom line here is that I want to be the first person
to share. To break.
So you see, like he said, I think, what's the regulator for this? I think we have regulators.
Yes. The NBC is still working on it.
So I think they should work on it.
But I think temporarily, what I do when I get, you know,
those kind of videos, you calm down
that
first.
I think that are going to set panic or anything, before I even raise my antenna of panic, I copy the link and put on Google. Okay. Google tells you exactly that video, when was it shot? Is it AI video? Wow. Is it this? So when I look at the, you know, the information around it, I know if it's real or not. Now, if it's something that really happened about the time where the person said it happened, I go further. You know, I go to the person that sent it to me, or maybe if it's a WhatsApp, not WhatsApp really. A lot of times people on WhatsApp, you know them, Instagram Facebook, and all of that. Facebook. I go to your comment section. The comment section will tell you the kind of person that person is. So I'm just sharing this for people who are watching. Look at the comment section. Sometimes you may not even understand a video. The comment section will tell you more about it. And then if that person is queer or peculiar, the person's profile, what the person is said about by other people, the response to the person will tell you whether this person is genuine, whether this person has values, you know, for you to begin to take the person serious.
No, but see, something happened last weekend, and I think I said it with you. And why am I throwing it back to you is because you said when you read the comment section, a Nigerian actor who got married, he's one of my best. He got married, and I started reading the chats, and I was very disappointed because there are sometimes I think some people are bored. Or some people just go there and just say, why would a Nigerian get married to a Nigerian American? And the next thing you're saying, oh my God, look at him. He didn't see women in Nigeria. Oh my God, she's so ugly. Oh, he married her because of papers.
That's hate speech.
So, and that's the problem I'm having on social media. There are sometimes when you read, okay, there's another one that happened. When I saw it, I didn't believe it. Okay. Somebody saying he's Jesus. And I looked at it and
that's
I said,
Trump.
Yeah,
that's Trump.
Sorry, I didn't want to mention his name. But guess what? I didn't believe it. But somehow I said, okay, let me just go and follow everything. It was him. Because typically, nobody will ever think that kind of thing can happen. But you see, if you go on his page, he uses a lot of AI stuff, and he will tell you that I did it, just like what they did about Barack and Michelle, you know, as monkeys. and the next thing, they put it down. So sometimes
he does it and removes it. It's intentional. You know, you're just getting to what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody is sharing something with me,
yes.
and I look at your personal values, they are, sorry to use the language, close to the gutters, I am not going to take whatever you're sending to me serious. You know, the other day somebody was dressing top naked, and was going like that. I was saying there's a security issue here. Tell your people who are there to run away, not to come, not to go to their villages.
There's police.
Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
yes.
Person who wants to give me information, you're already naked, with a big tummy, walking on the street like there's something wrong with you, and you want me to take you seriously?
No, I won't take you seriously.
I took extra step. Went to his comment section. Some people were raining, a lot of people, nobody supported him, rained curses on him. Some others were asking police to arrest this madman, you know. So I think we should go extra mile for those who may not have access. But I still want to take it back to Musa. Musa, please, I just mentioned that if it's something that has to do with news, I go to Google, paste it, and it gives me an idea of what it is. If I get those dancing videos, or anything that has AI on it, is there any place I can go and paste and interrogate it?
Well, just like you said, there are a couple of tools that can try to help you if a content is AI. There are, I think, a ton of them. I would say thousands of these tools. This thing starts from first plagiarism detectors. If you receive a text from someone, be it your student, or be it your spouse trying to send you a message and you want to know whether it's AI generated or not, there are lots of tools that can tell you the likelihood of this being AI generated. It's the same thing for videos as well. There are many, many tools. I can't name them, but I think a simple search, if somebody can just go to Google and just make a simple search, AI video detector, there are thousands. Every day, AI startups are coming up to do all of these things. But importantly, what I said, the AIs cannot be 100% accurate. Sometimes we have to apply our judgment as humans. We have to review content revealed by AI. And we have to follow ethical guidelines when interacting with the internet. And we have to follow credible accounts, people that have credibility or authority in posting what they're posting. But aside from that, so the thing is, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The misinformation game just started. So, I mean, the whole evolution of this deepfake videos is something that started from roughly 2022, 23. So we're just, you know, getting into the game. So the issue, the more issues will happen in the next 5 years, 10 years, as this AI are advancing at, let me say, 100 billion per second at the speed of light. So, I mean, this problem, this trend, hasn't even started. If you have ways to tell, okay, this is fake information, this is good information now, you can only just do it now, but if the AI gets a little bit more advanced, you're going to really be wondering, and even people like you and me would be wondering a lot. So, and you know, the whole goal of AI and the whole goal of AI is to bridge the gap between human thinking, human productivity, human innovation, and machine innovation. So AI is being benchmarked against how close it has performed to humans. So if you look at the whole evolution of the AI now, we're still in a very, very early phase, where the AI is still performing less than specific human capabilities. But we're expected that we're going to reach a stage where the AI will catch up to humans. So by catching up to humans, we mean the AI will catch up in all neurological thinking capabilities. The AI can make decisions that far most surpass the capability of a human. Then there will be an era, which is more advanced AI, where the AI has reached a stage where it has outperformed humanity in every single way you can think of. And that's why the AI is often called the last invention of humankind, because at the last stage, we don't even need to create cars. We don't need to drive cars. Obviously, we're already seeing it. Cars no longer need a driver anymore. You can just tell your car where to take you, and it will just take you. Drones and jets no longer need drivers anymore. There are drones you can control from your military office, and they can carry out any mission you want. So in the most advanced phase, the AI would actually, one, it would be creating more AI. So humans no longer even need to say, okay, I want to create this car, I want to create this innovation, I want to create this solution. The AI at the last stage would actually create more AI, cloning itself or creating better version of itself. And this is the stage that a lot of experts regard as very dangerous, because the AI might see humans as a problem to the existence of the planet. And when it does, it's not really hateful. The AI is very objective. But the problem is, it's just like if you're building a house and you discover an ant house on your land, you probably demolish the ant house. So if the AI thinks humans are the problem for automated electric vehicles that are self-driving, which would be regarded as AI citizens. So the AI may say, okay, we can no longer allow humans to be driving these cars because they are damaging our AI sensors. So, so simple as that. So the game is just starting, and I would say we're just touching the tip of the iceberg. The real thing will be seen in the next 20 years. And if I would add, that's why in a lot of my advocacies and discussions, I've always encouraged the policymakers from Nigeria and African countries to actively play in the AI innovation game, because we've been left behind as African countries across so many human invention cycles. Think about the Industrial Revolution. We were nowhere to be found. So the Western world left us behind by inventing steam engines and combustion engines that changed the world and made work faster. Think about when they invented semiconductors, they invented electricity, they invented all of these things. Africans were nowhere to be found. But now it's a chance. We are in a world we call the global village, and the global village has put almost everything you need on the internet. The internet allows us and our citizens access to information, job opportunities, latest technological inventions, technological transformation, partnerships, finance, everything you can think of. So what's literally our excuse now?
We don't have.
Exactly.
Okay. We don't have. You know, somebody is asking me a question on the, from viewers, but I'd like to quickly go to what you touched on. A driverless car. And I know a friend of mine traveled and did a bit of that kind of driving. Alexa, please play us that video of Miss B, driving or cruising America without a driver. Okay. Use. Okay. Alexa.
There are more drop-off options in the app. You're here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
He said Jesus.
Yeah.
You better, if I'm in that car, blood of Jesus. That's how you...
No, but I need it.
You need it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Alexa, is this Siri that I'm supposed to call now? Please play us the second part of the car, driverless car.
Jesus.
Then we can talk.
The way you're screaming, are you sure you
People
need
were walking home. They came across dozens of cars that were stuck in this traffic jam, which is when they realized the funniest thing.
Are you telling me they have no way to get out of this?
These were all self-driving cars that got completely gridlocked in this huge traffic jam, blocking the entire street as they all tried to figure out what to do next. What's hilarious is the driverless cars even started honking at each other. And the worst part is that normal people were stuck in this too, completely unsure what to do next as the robot cars tried to figure it out.
Now you got it. Now I got it.
So do you still want it?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
You better still want it,
No, I
because
won't want it.
definitely we'll get there. You know, when we talked about electric cars,
Yeah.
we didn't believe it. It's in Nigeria. This too will
So
come.
this can take me to Lokoja and back?
It will take you to Abriba and back.
Take it to your village.
It will take you to Abriba and back.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll ask this question directly. Mr. Musa, somebody is asking here, please, I need to take a training on AI entrepreneurial program, but I want to be sure I can earn money from it. Is it lucrative?
Yes.
Well, I think this is a very dependent question on what area he takes. So AI is one of the most promising career paths right now, but depending what part of AI career is he trying to take. Is he trying to become an AI developer? Is he trying to become an AI content creator? Is he trying to become an AI video maker? I think the question isn't exactly clear where it's heading to, but I can clearly tell the user that AI presents a lot of opportunities for a lot of young people, and all the threats of the people that will lose their jobs are actually people that ignore the AI and, you know, think it's a joke or think like it's not going to touch them. So, I mean, there are lots of people. I personally knew someone that was having, I think it was a YouTube channel that was earning hundreds of thousands of naira per month. And all they were doing was posting YouTube content, AI content on the YouTube. So YouTube doesn't really care much about what content you're posting, as long as it's original, it's genuine, and it's getting viewers. So a lot of people are viewing her videos. I think they're AI cartoon videos. So I mean, if the listener is asking whether he wants to become an AI content creator, I think that's really a very good area. Other areas include so many things like AI content labeling, data annotation, where you get to directly participate in training AI models across the world, or you want to learn how to become an AI developer, or you want to learn how to, you know, be an AI translator or something. There are so many career paths. If the question was very specific, I would have very much specified what each area can bring to the particular user.
Okay, so another person is telling me that he wants to be a content creator. Let me get that correctly. I just saw it from the pop-up. And so he says, my name is Olu Ebube. AI is a blessing to this new generation. I want to be a content creator. And he adds, thank you for bringing the executive director of EGL Africa Limited. Please, I want to start. How do I start?
Well,
we actually have just 1 minute.
Well, this question is very much more specific for me, and I would gladly guide this listener. So, you know, AI has breached the entry barriers to so many sectors right now. For example, in the past, let's say 10 years, 20 years, if you want to become Rihanna, you clearly know that you need so much. You need natural talent. You need to have a voice, and a voice, you can't buy it. You definitely need to be born with it. And then you need to have the courage to sing. You need to have the rhythm, a lot of things. But what AI has done in the content creation and creative industry, AI has bridged the barrier to entry. You can literally become a Rihanna by creating your own digital musician on the internet. You can compose a music using AI. You can beat the drums, beat the piano, beat the guitar, beat everything you want using AI. There will be no human involvement. So what this has done clearly, if we're talking about the music industry, for example, you see it had majorly natural barriers and financial barriers. You need to rent a studio, hire a photographer, hire lots of people. On the positive side for the artists, you no longer need that with AI. All you need, draft your AI music, go to somewhere that can allow you to shoot you, to beat the drums on your AI music. It's just get produced, and then you create a video out of it. You create single recognizable character from your AI, and it becomes your Rihanna. You can promote it anywhere. The AI gives you guidelines on how to promote it on social media and everywhere else. So this is an example of content that can literally gives you good livelihood.
All right, thank you very much for the insights on that. And I wish, with these few points of mine, like we said in debate, I've been able to convince Joy beyond reasonable doubt that she needs to get AI.
It's a blessing.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Spills its load when a fuel-laden tanker falls after a road accident involving valuable cargo. Let's not see this as time to steal or loot. Stealing or looting in the face of disaster isn't just illegal. It is a betrayal of our shared humanity. Let's come together in times of disaster, not to take, but to give. Our focus should be on helping the victims and reporting the incident. Choose empathy. Be the light in darkness.
Although social media as a channel of communication is inherently harmless, it becomes harmful and damaging when used without discretion and thoughtfulness. Bad social media users spread rumors and fake news without verification. But good social media users stop, reflect, and verify information before sharing it. Be a good social media user. Stop the spread of fake news. Verify the authenticity of your source and use social media responsibly for a better Nigeria. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, in collaboration with the National Orientation Agency.
Commander, what's going on here? Why do you have your things scattered all over the place? Your slippers on my bed? How much would I give you for a night?
Are you mad?
Esther, you know they lock your door.
Hello, many thanks for joining us on the news at 10 on NTA News 24. We are live in Abuja. I am Chinenye Nwoye. Let's begin with the headlines. President Tinubu inaugurates Nigeria Revenue Service headquarters, urges the revenue body to ensure transparency.
Nigeria Revenue Service must embody this new ethos. It must not only collect revenue, it must build trust, it must ensure fairness. It must demonstrate that government can be accountable, efficient, responsive.
Governor Alia orders dislodgement of terrorist camp in Benue Forest. NDC National Convention ratifies leadership of Senator David Mark as substantive national chairman. And Nigeria signs $1 billion agreement with Indian-based group to boost investment in Nigeria's steel sector. Many thanks for joining us. President Bola Tinubu is promising that his administration will continue to stay the course of development trajectory until the promise of Nigeria is matched by the performance of its institutions and the prosperity of its people. The president renewed his promise in Abuja at the inauguration of the new corporate headquarters of the Nigerian Revenue Service, formerly known as the Federal Inland Revenue Service. State House correspondent Musbao Danwahab reports.
In Nigeria Revenue Service.
New name, new look, new structure. The comprehensive tax reforms instituted by the Tinubu's administration led to its new name, Nigeria Revenue Service, NRS. Also coming early with it is this new corporate headquarters, severally described as befitting of the agency and as a pride of the nation. This 600-seater capacity auditorium is part of a 16-floor, 3-tower building with offices and other facilities.
Please be seated. Thank you.
The building, started about 22 years ago, is finally delivered in 30 months under this current administration.
The completion of this building at this moment is not by chance. It is a statement that Nigeria is no longer content with promises. We are delivering progress. History will not judge us by what we say, but by what we build, by the institutions we strengthen, and the discipline we sustain.
The feat is another source of pride for the president that his reforms are working. He believes no serious nation can achieve lasting prosperity on a weak and fragmented revenue system. Having chosen the path of reforms and progress, President Tinubu says his government will remain steadfast in delivering not just the gains of the reforms, but also institutions that meet the demands of reform and the expectations of the Nigerian people.
And to the Nigerian Revenue Service, it must embody this new ethos. It must not only collect revenue, it must build trust. It must ensure fairness. It must demonstrate that government can be accountable, efficient, responsive. It must become a model institution that earns confidence at home and respect abroad.
President, if you've not taken that...
The executive chairman of the NRS demonstrated his ability at crunching numbers, juxtaposing the current situation of the reforms with what would have been without the bold decisions of the administration.
At price of $120 per barrel, our subsidy budget today will have been between 38 to 58 trillion per annum. If you've not removed subsidy. With your policy, we have zero budget for that today. May 2023, when you assumed office, the total money available for the Federation was 711 billion. By September 2025, it was 3.6 trillion. That is 400%.
The data that has been read out here shows clearly that the reform is working. Nigeria today is able, even with the closure of the Hormuz Strait that would have brought fuel to Nigeria, Nigeria is still having fuel. Nobody has noticed that since you came on board, we have now had 2, 3 to 5 kilometers of fuel line, of vehicles lining up to buy petrol. This headquarters
in its permanence suggests a system that intends to endure. Endurance, however, will depend less on the structure we commission today and more on the discipline that guides its operation.
The leaders here believe that this new environment will contribute to strengthen efficiency in revenue generation and utilization for national growth and development. In Abuja, Musbao Nanwahab, NTA News.
The governor of Benue State, Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia, has directed security agencies to immediately commence coordinated operations to dislodge armed header terrorist camps identified in forests around Apa, Otubogwa, West, and other parts of the state. A statement signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the governor, Teso Kula, says the governor was reacting to the brutal attacks on Ediku, Ali, Ikobi, and Adija in Apal local government area, as well as Upu village in Otukbo local government area, which left many dead. He said the decisive directive is necessitated by the renewed waves of violent attacks on innocent communities, which he described as unacceptable and increasingly hydra-headed. He noted that these criminal elements have exploited forested areas as operational bases to launch attacks and must be flushed out without delay. Governor Alia reaffirmed that the protection of lives and property remains the foremost responsibility of his administration. He has therefore mandated a sustained intelligence-driven security crackdown aimed at neutralizing all threats and restoring confidence among citizens, particularly in the affected local government areas. The governor also assured residents that the state government is working in close synergy with federal security agencies and will not relent until lasting peace is achieved. And joining us via Zoom to throw more light on the security issues in Benue State is the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Benue State, Teso Kula. Many thanks for joining us on the news, sir.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Yes. So, sir, your statement indicates that Governor Hyacinth Alia has ordered immediate operations to flush out armed groups from forested areas. Can you give us more details on how these coordinated security operations will be carried out and what makes this approach different from the previous efforts?
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, let me get this clear to you. Since he assumed office, the governor has been doing everything possible to ensure that Benue people are secured. Of course, it is no longer news that he inherited this crisis that have been there for over 10 years. And so many approaches were actually brought to see how much of this could be achieved. And you also know that at a point, the governor said he was surprised because some herders, some terrorists who are coming into the state are not coming with heads. They are just coming with their AK-47 and other sophisticated arms. And the intention is unclear. But what we know is that they are terrorists and they are terrorizing the people and they are causing mayhem. It is in this regard that he decided that from intelligence gathered, there are some areas, forested areas in the state that these bad guys will come hide there, map up their plans, and then attack the people. And so there's every need that the security agencies should comb these areas and make sure that the bad guys are flushed out of the forest. That is what that is the intention of the governor, and that is exactly why he directed such to be carried out.
So following these recent deadly attacks in these local government areas we have mentioned, what immediate relief and protection measures is the Benue State government putting in place for these affected communities?
Yes, first of all, you have two folks. You have two angles to this. One, when a people are attacked, first of all, you find a way to secure them. And so the second one, you find a way to see how you can bring relief to the community and then the affected families and then the victims. And so as I speak with you, the first approach is that one, which the governor has already directed security agencies to go comb the areas, to not just to arrest and bring to book the perpetrators, the terrorists who are the perpetrators of this heinous act, but to also forestall the recurrence in these areas. I remember it is some of these quiet approaches that the governor started doing when he met 19 local governments in the front line, 19 local governments that were infested with this crisis that have been reduced to 3 so far that we are still battling with. And so the first approach was to send security agencies to go in and make sure they arrest these perpetrators who are hiding in some forests, who may be hiding in some forests, and then to also clear these forests so that they will curtail the instance where these people may come back again. Number two, already the State Emergency Agency, SEMA, were in this 2 days ago to ensure that they attend to people who are wounded, they attend to people who are displaced, they attend to people who are mourning their loved ones. And so they are there and they have taken good care of the people, and that is what the governor has been doing. That has been the directive. So it doesn't take a day before the people, SEMA, will get to these areas to be able to see how they can make this vote to be comfortable and bring relief to them.
To the Benue State government, Teso Kula, for throwing more light on the security issues in Benue State. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Now, the federal government says it remains resolute in its commitment to defeating terrorism and banditry in Nigeria, saying it will not allow the exploitation of tragic incidents to weaken national resolve or undermine the mission of the armed forces. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, in a statement, says the government is working with the Borno and Yobe state governments, as well as NEMA and SEMA, to provide humanitarian support to affected families as a result of the latest military operations against terrorists in the affected states. He affirmed that the federal government has ordered a full and independent investigation into the incidents to review intelligence, targeting, and execution to address any gaps and ensure accountability where needed. He said the protection of civilian lives remains a core obligation of the armed forces that is committed to greater precision, accountability, and sustained action until lasting peace is achieved. He further stated that the precision counter-terrorism strike on confirmed terrorist targets in the Jili axis, Gibio local government area of Borno State, on 11th April 2026 by the Nigerian Air Force under Operation Hadinkai was a deliberate and intelligence-led operation, not an indiscriminate attack. The operation followed sustained intelligence, surveillance, and recognizance that the Jili axis is operating a terrorist market, which the Borno State Governor, Babagana Umar Zulum, said had been officially closed 5 years ago due to insurgent control, describing the area as a known hub for terrorist operations. Civilians are urged to strictly observe security advisories, avoid restricted zones, and cooperate with security agencies. The federal government also called on the media to act with responsibility in reporting security matters, insisting that unverified reporting can mislead the public, embolden terrorists, and undermine national efforts. He highlighted federal government's efforts against terrorism to include the convictions involving several Boko Haram and ISWAP suspects, included sentences up to life imprisonment, including offenders found guilty of providing material support to insurgents. The government extends its deepest condolences to the families of those affected and sympathizes with the injured. This is the news at 10 on NTA News 24. We'll take a break here. There will be more reports when we return. Do stay.
The power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has condemned recent attacks on security personnel in Kebbi State and extended condolences to the government and people of the state over the death of the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Mohammed Usman Zuru. The Vice President, who paid a condolence visit, was received by Governor Nasir Idris alongside top government officials. Correspondent Abdul Jalil Mohammed Bawa reports.
Vice President Kashim Shettima, who was in Kebbi State, conveyed the sympathy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the federal government to Governor Nasir Idris over the recent attack that led to the death of 11 security personnel in Shenga local government area, as well as other attacks on communities in the state.
The President equally instructed me to come with the DG of NEMA, Ms. Zubaida Omar, who incidentally is a daughter of the soil, to ensure that adequate measures are put in place to give succor and support to the displaced communities.
The Vice President also sympathized with the family of the late Speaker, Mohammed Usman Zuru, and the people of Kebbi State, describing his death as a great loss to the state and the nation at large.
May Allah also give the government and people of Kebbi State the fortitude to bear the irreparable losses.
Governor Nasir Idris, while appreciating the effort of security personnel in the state, thanked the Vice President for the visit and show of support, describing it as a source of comfort to the government and people of Kebbi State.
The love that we have for the people and the government of Kebbi State is a true love. And we have no cause whatsoever not to appreciate it.
We've been having challenges, and now, alhamdulillah, we are fine. I can say we are fine, because I know what we experienced before and what we are enjoying now.
The Vice President also sympathized with the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, over the death of his sister. In Birnin Kebbi, Abdul Jalil Mohammed Bawa, NTA News.
Operation Safe Corridor has reacted to a circulated video alleging that repentant Boko Haram terrorists are being armed to fight alongside the Nigerian military under the corridor. A statement by the coordinator of Operation Safe Corridor, Brigadier General Ali, debunks the allegation, stating that there are several state-led de-radicalization, rehabilitation and reintegration initiatives across the country, operating independently and are not under the control or supervision of the federal government or the defense headquarters. Brigadier General Ali emphasized that the facility in the video is not an Operation Safe Corridor de-radicalization camp, noting that the official designated Operation Safe Corridor facility is located in Malam City, Gombe State, and operates as a secured and controlled military environment. The location shown in the video is clearly inconsistent with the Operation Safe Corridor facility. He assures that Operation Safe Corridor remains a strictly non-kinetic multi-agency program designed to facilitate the de-radicalization, rehabilitation, and reintegration of carefully screened and profiled low-risk individuals, and at no point are participants armed or deployed for combat operations. Upon completion of the program, participants are formally handed over to relevant state authorities for reintegration and remain within established monitoring frameworks. The Supreme Court has granted the application for accelerated hearing moved by the Turaki-led PDP, having agreed with the submission by the counsel, Chris Uche, SAN. Judiciary correspondent Austin Anyebe reports that similar gesture was extended to the hearing of the appeal by David Mark.
With end of April 2026 set by INEC for political parties to submit names of their leaders, parties are working round the clock. Following the nullification of the Turaki-led faction of the PDP by the Federal High Court and Court of Appeal, they have filed an appeal before the Supreme Court to challenge the judgment. When the case was announced before a panel of 5 justices, counsel to the appellant Chris Uche, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, prayed the court via a motion for accelerated hearing in the light of the INEC timetable. This was not opposed to by the respondents, as the court granted the respondents 5 days from today to respond to the appellant's processes and fixed 22nd April for the hearing of the main appeal. The Turaki-led PDP faction is praying the Apex Court to quash the ruling of the Court of Appeal, which upheld the ruling of the Federal High Court, stopping the PDP National Convention in Ibadan in November 2025. The Turaki-led PDP faction in the appeal argued that the court lacks jurisdiction over the matter since it's a party's internal affairs.
In recognition of the fact that this affects democracy, they have adjusted, and they stated so, they have adjusted so that parties in this matter can know their fate, taking into cognizance the timetable issued by the Independent National Electoral Commission.
In the appeal filed by Senator David Mark, following his non-recognition by INEC as the leader of ADC, his counsel Jibril Okutekpa, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, prayed the court to give him time to file his brief and sought for accelerated hearing. This was not opposed to by the respondents. The court, which indicates that it will accelerate hearing of the appeals, granted his prayers and gave him 24 hours to file his brief, while the respondents have 3 days to respond. The court equally adjourned the hearing of the main appeal to 22nd of April 2026.
That brought before my Lord a situation of extreme urgency and a situation that is of fundamental importance to democratic growth. And you can see that they also appreciated that position and are bent backward to give me 1 day to file my brief.
I don't know, for whatever the reason may be, they have compiled and transmitted their record since the 31st of March. That's more than 14 days ago. They did not file a brief of argument. And but the Supreme Court really bent over backwards to accommodate accelerated hearing of this appeal.
We're still talking politics. The African Democratic Congress National Convention delegates have ratified the leadership of Senator David Mark as the substantive national chairman of the party. Timothy Yusuf reports.
Yes votes 1,471.